Hello, this is the first video of a series of videos that I am hoping to make covering the installation of the heating and plumbing systems of a brand new house from the first fix to the finals. All of the central heating and hot water requirements will be produced by a 14 kilowatt Daikin monoblock air source heat pump. The hot and cold water systems will be fully pressure equalised, and the hot water will be stored and supplied via a Daikin 300 litre unvented hot water cylinder. The ground floor of the house will be heated via underfloor heating. The two remaining floors will be heated via normal radiators. All of the bathrooms will be heated via towel rails. These videos will also cover the installation of a water softener, a boiling water tap, and everything and anything and probably more involved in a full plumbing and heating installation on a brand new house. In this video I'm showing the installation of one of the internal soil stacks. There is actually 4 soil stacks in this property serving 5 bathrooms. The purpose of a soil pipe is to convey sewage and wastewater reliably to the drainage system. The soil pipe takes all the wastewater from the baths, basins, sinks and WCs. The soil pipe can either be installed internally inside the building or fitted externally. The waste pipe diameters from the various appliances can be 32mm, 40mm, 50mm and, in the case of a condensing boiler, 22mm in diameter. The waste pipe from every piece of sanitary ware should be independently connected to the soil pipe. It's not recommended that waste pipes should be teed in together. In this video I'll only be showing the installation of one soil stack, and this soil stack will be the one marked on the drawing at the front of the house. It sounds obvious, but the first thing I do is check to make sure I've got the orientation of the bathroom correct and that I'm in the right part of the house. Then I locate the drain to make sure the builder has put it in the correct place. Here I'm just establishing the route the soil stack's going to take from the first floor, which is there where that trimmer is, down to the drain. And all I'm going to do now is just uncover it, clean it up. Once I've located it, I take a few measurements before I take off the cap and ensure that the drain is clear before I connect the soil pipe to it. Unfortunately, the position of the drain is not that clear here, but I can assure you it's just to the right hand side of that broom. I then go onto the first floor and just check out the bathroom position. As you can see from this diagram, this particular soil stack doesn't rise up in the bathroom itself. Once I've established where the soil stack is actually going to rise, I just mark on the floor where I've got to cut the hole to allow the stack to come up. And I always leave plenty of space. The last thing you want is the plastic pipe rubbing on any timber of any description, because it becomes very noisy very quickly. So once I've marked the soil pipe position and I'm confident it's in the right place, there's nothing really fancy going on here. I just chain drill a few holes, bearing in mind that I've put the plug back in the pipe at the bottom to prevent any debris from going into the drainage system. Although this is a 3-storey house, this soil stack will terminate here on an air admittance valve. There's no requirement to vent every soil stack to the open air. The air admittance valve is basically a one-way valve which allows air to get into the soil stack but prevents it from escaping. This allowing the air to get in will break any siphonic action that might occur from solid plugs of water travelling down the pipe. And we all know that a solid plug of water travelling down a pipe can potentially suck water out of any traps. This will result in germs and bad smells entering the property. Here on the top floor plan you can see the soil stack that has got to be vented to the open air, and this is invariably the one that's at the top of the run. And in this case it's the soil pipe at the back of the property, and all the drainage runs to the front of the property. Here you can see I'm offering up a short boss pipe into the soil position so that I can mark the waste position for the bath In this instance, they've switched the shower tray for a bath, which doesn't matter because both waste sizes are the same. Once I've marked the waste position, I drill the hole for the waste pipe itself. And again, I'll chain drill a series of holes and make the hole bigger than I actually require it for the pipe, and pack some insulation around it. This is to prevent any noise and chafing of the pipe. Here you can see the hole. It's not that pretty, but it's large enough to accommodate the pipe with some insulation packed around it. When I'm happy with the position of the boss pipe, I cut the soil pipe to the correct length. Here I'm showing the hole from the other side. Once I've checked the measurement, I go about gluing the boss pipe onto the actual length of soil. When I'm fitting the boss pipe to the actual pipe itself, I always apply plenty of solvent cement both to the pipe and to the inside of the fitting, and I also give the fitting a twist as I put it on to ensure that I get good coverage of the solvent cement right round the joint. When the boss pipe is glued on, I then take the boss insert, apply the solvent cement to that, and fit it in the correct outlet on the boss. You must always be careful to make sure you do, because it's easy to make the mistake of not fitting it in the correct one and it being blank when you come to put the water in it. Here you can see I've got an elbow in the boss insert, and that's in readiness for receiving the bath waste pipe. So that's in position. I can work out the height of the branch, the outlet on the branch, and I cut the pipe to the correct length so that the branch is at the right height when it goes out through the floor. Here I'm just pointing out where the horizontal run of the soil pipe is going to be. It's going to be boxed in at the bottom of a wardrobe. That stack of blocks you can see will eventually be moved. I've got here the soil bend that's going into the bathroom roughly in the right place so that I can measure up, see what length of pipe I have to put between the branch and the soil bend itself. This is the inside of the bathroom, now the stud work's being formed. Here you can see I've got the soil bend in position. So now I'm going to measure between the two, establish what length of pipe I need, cut it, prepare it, and join the two together. You might notice here how dark it is. When I did the first part of the soils, the roof wasn't on, but now the roof's on, it's quite a dark house, and having to use artificial light all the time, so I apologise for the quality of some of the video. So I measure up, cut the pipe to length, and chamfer off the ends so that they don't damage the rubbers when they go into the fittings. Lubricate them and just push them together. You can see there just in the top of the branch now I've got a short up stand which is above the flood level of the bathroom, and on top of there is the air emittance valve. I always protect them with the box and a bit of packaging to prevent other trade damage. At this point, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't already done so, if you'd consider subscribing. It is free and it really does help give motivation to produce more videos. Thank you. Now I know where the socket of the soil bend is. I can take a measurement for a short length of soil pipe so that I can attach the boss pipe that will take the basin waste in this bathroom. I fit the short boss pipe onto the end of the pipe in the usual way, using plenty of solvent cement and twisting the fitting on in the usual way. Plenty of solvent onto the boss insert, and once again push that in and twist it as I go. Makes a good joint. So that's the first horizontal bit pushed into the soil bend, safely into the socket of the soil bend, should I say. And now all I've got to do is put the second half in, which is the connection for the WC. You can see I've fitted the cistern already so I can get a centre to work from. It's just a case of now cutting the pipe, chamfering the end and fitting it all together. And that's basically it for the soil. I've got to put another clip on it obviously, but I don't think I'm going to be able to show that in this video because I'm a bit pushed for space. So that's it. The first part of the plumbing on any new build is the installation of the soil stacks. Next will be the central heating and plumbing pipe carcass work, weather permitting of course.